and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's great to have you here. If you're new, welcome. My name's Angie Bolton and I'm a paper crafter and scrapbooker here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be making a birthday card. I'm going to be using craft card as my background. Okay, so I'm just going to put the card base aside, and what I'm going to start with is just preparing some of the last bits and pieces that I need for this card. I've got some music paper here, and what I want to do is to actually just sort of distress it a bit. It's a fairly old piece of music paper, but it just needs to be a little darker. So what I'm going to do is I'm just using Distressing by Tim Holtz. I'm doing some walnut stain, and I don't want to make it too deep, so I think I'm going to come down a bit. I only need a little strip of it. So I'm trying to wipe off as much as I can as I sort of get on, and then just spread it along the music notes, because I'm going to tear just a piece so it's got ragged edges, and this way it just doesn't get too dark and I can work out exactly what shade I want. So that looks about right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tear this piece off and tear this piece off. You can see it's just slightly. Now I want the bottom doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear a ragged edge there, and the bottom doesn't really matter because it just needs to come. Now I might need to tear that a bit more later on, but that's fine for now. So the things that I've got, things that you'll need, are a piece of craft cardstock. This one is 10 centimeters by about 14 and a half, 14, maybe closer to 14 and 3/4, not quite 15, because what I want it to do, I just measured it so that it's going to sit on my craft card base with just a little bit around the edge. Okay, so that's how I measured it. So whatever card base you've got, you could do it on a rectangular one, you could do it on a square one, it wouldn't matter. The design is fine for that. So a little bit of music notes, or you could use a piece of mat, piece of dictionary paper, a piece of old book paper, something like that, just as something a little bit contrasting. And then I'm using some I don't actually know what you call this, like Hessian tape. Okay, and what I did was just cut off this edge, because that sort of holds it all together, but what I want to happen is for it to actually fray. So I'll take off these binding bits, and then I'm just going to take some of the strings out, so it ends up being more loose, just a little piece like that. Okay, so that's something else you're going to need. Going to need some stencils. Okay, I've chosen some arrows and some dots. Again, your choice. You might want it more steampunk, so you might want some gears or something. Dots are always really good to fill in little spaces, so I have done that. You're going to need a stamp, and I've just done a foliage stamp. Okay, so I'll use that one. And I've also got some brads and buttons. I'm going to make a little cluster. You could just do normal buttons, you could do you know, brads if you've got them, you could do little stickers, epoxy stickers, anything like that, but a little cluster of something is going to be used. Okay, I've also got a it's like a plaque type die cut, okay, which I've already pre-cut, and I don't know whether you can see that it's been cut out of like a wood grain, which matches nicely. Okay, but again, you could do it in white, you could do it in black, etc, etc, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment on that a little bit later. And then my big thing is my Tim Holtz Distress Oxide inks. You can see they're well and truly used in a variety of colours. Now I'm sort of using a rainbow effect on my card today, so I'm going to go ahead and make this together. I'll put it in fast forward. you can see what it's like. And if you have any questions, just let me know at the end, and I'll do my best to try and answer them. Okay, so let's get started.